need you in the morning, but I need you now. Yeah, I find why I give you all you need.
Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you saw from the title, it is a week in my wash and go versus video. And if you're not familiar with what that means, it means I come on here in a week and I'll wear a wash and go, and I'm using two different products on two different sides of my head. Now, the last time I did a week in my wash and go video, I did the Doux Mousse Dev versus the Big Papa Gel from the Doux line for my wash and go. That was about 8 months ago. The video at that time did a normal amount of views, got about 3,000 views. Since then, has gotten over 25,000 views, and I think that's because a lot of people made the Doux Mousse Dev their 2022 favorite video, which by default led a lot of people to wanting to research about it. Since that time, I've exclusively used this product for my wash and goes. I've used this over and over again. I love this product. But most recently, I saw the Doux had a new collection, a collection called Bee Girl, like a bee, and this is their Crazy Sexy Curl Setting Foam. Now, this also claims to be good for wash and goes. Now, that's what I'm going to do today. That's today's versus. It's going to be Mousse Dev on one side of my head. It's going to be Crazy Sexy Curl on the other side of my head. Both have very similar talking points on it. Detangles, conditions, defines, shines in one step. That's what Mousse Dev has claimed. Crazy Sexy Curl says similarly the same thing. Detangles, condition, defines, adds the word hold in there, and shine. They have the same starting steps. Both of these products say apply on clean hair, clean damp hair, meaning no product is on the hair already to start. This should be the first and the only all-in-one product that you put on. And that is exactly what I've done. I've gone in with Olaplex number 4 as my shampoo, and I've deep conditioned with the Shea Moisture Intense Hydration Mask, as well as the Giovanni Smooth as Silk Deeper Moisture Condition. I combined these two, put a bag on my head, let that sit, rinsed it out, and I have nothing in my hair right now. This product is very clear. Both say the same thing. Do not apply any oils to the hair. Literally just apply this product. That's all you need to do. And that's what I do all the time when I apply this. I apply it to clean hair. It has not steered me wrong. I use my Denman brush for the brush out and the detangling of my curls. Without further ado, I'm going to make this side the Mousse Dev side. So this side right here, my left side, and then my right side, I'm going to go in with the Crazy Sexy Curl. If you guys want to see my week in my wash and go, just keep watching. My 3-step process to my wash and go is always very simple. I first apply the product, in this case using the Doux Mousse Dev. The packaging is very clear to use a generous amount, which I do. I apply the product to my hair, then take my Denman brush and brush it through my hair. Then I use my fingers to shingle the hair, which is taking small individual sections of the hair and twirling it around my finger. And that's really the entire process. I repeat these 3 steps over and over again throughout my head, and typically it takes me about 20 minutes to finish my complete head when I'm not filming, of course, and when I'm not doing a versus between 2 different products. All I do is, again, take the product, apply it to my hair, take the Denman brush, brush it through to detangle my hair, and then I will go in and finish off by shingling my hair. So once I'm done with this half, I switch over to the Crazy Sexy Curl. But first, I do wash my hands and the brush so as to not cross-contaminate products. I want to go in clean with no product on my hands as well as no product on the brush. So going in on the right side of my head, going to repeat the same exact apply product, go through with the Denman brush, and then shingle process. I did realize that this product had a smell to it, like a sweet smell, which I'm assuming might be like that little drop of honey that's adding a little bit of something to it, but it did have a smell to it that I thought was very interesting. Not bad, not overpowering, just unique. Now, my secret is I do like my hair to air dry, so I don't like to use any kind of diffuser or hand blow dryer. I like to let my hair air dry. The left side, which is the Mousse Def side, is already in the process of air drying now, just to wait for the crazy sexy curl side to air dry. I'm holding up the product to show you that even though I use a generous amount, I still have a lot left. You can use one bottle of either product really for a full head multiple times. So that's the thing I love about this product. Pretty affordable, and you can get several wash and goes out of the product. So this is day one. My hair has finished drying. It has been about 4 hours, and this is the finished dried look. First day, I don't see any huge difference between the hair, or between this side and this side. Again, for reference, these are the respective sides: Mousse Def side and then the crazy sexy curl side. I have not picked the hair. I let it air dry, so no diffusers were hit. Today is Sunday. Day one, I'm usually not going anywhere. Day one, it's usually the day I do the process, and then the rest of the week, my hair typically grows and grows and grows. Picking it out, just I don't get the 7-day wear that I want to get out of this hair. So I let it sit this way, and this is how I will say day one looks. Now, overall, I got this question a lot in my last week in my wash and go, and I usually get it every week in my wash and go video. What curl refresher do I use throughout the week? Nothing. No other product is going to touch my hair. No oils, no second day curl refresher spray, no leave-in, no detangler. I'm done using products at this point in time. I might use some edge control if my edges start, messing up. But other than that, I will use nothing throughout the week. I read somewhere, and this is how I've always felt, but I read somewhere. Come on, let's be serious. I saw a TikTok from a stylist that said your styler should be doing all the work for you. If you're using a styler, so I'm putting this on my hair as my styler, my hand is my hair, I applied it to my hair. It locked in everything it's supposed to do. If you spray something on, so going with a spray, pretend like this is some kind of refresher spray, you're spraying it on top, and you're breaking down what the styler was supposed to be doing in the first place for you. So really, if you get to a point where you feel like you need to refresh, it might be time to either A, find a new base styler, because your base styler is supposed to give you some longevity of wear, or maybe redo your wash and go. Like maybe the time when you're pulling in that refresher spray is really the time for you to be redoing your wash and go. So I've always been a person who I do not apply any products. And when I saw that TikTok, it solidified that I'm doing the right thing, because my styler on the base front, which again, this is what I've always used for my wash and goes probably for the last 8 months, since really that last Versus video. This alone is all I've used, and I haven't felt the need to go on top of this with anything. Everything that's going to happen throughout this next few days is going to be the natural progression. This is the look. See you guys tomorrow for day 2. So now for day 2 of the Versus battle between Mousse Def and Crazy Sexy Curl. Again, this is the Mousse Def side. This is the crazy, sexy curl side. Don't mind the sun is coming up. It is early. It's pre-work for me. And so I wanted to show you guys what it was looking like. Again, no huge distinction between either side. I was reading more of the bottle of this to see what is it have that this doesn't have. It does say that this is specifically formulated for thirsty hair on the men, powered by the science of supercharged honey to reclaim your hair's natural softness, bounce, and shine. I would put my hair in that thirsty hair category, but I don't think it's doing anything different at this time than this side is doing. Like, it doesn't feel any, well, maybe. I think I was about to get on here and tell a complete fib. I was going to say it doesn't feel so much softer than this one, but it does feel a little bit softer. I don't know. We'll see how that feels. This doesn't feel, it's not that this feels hard, but this has like a moisture to it, like lotion. And at first I thought, oh, I just put lotion on. I did all that this morning, but it's not that. It's that this just doesn't feel like that. So maybe the 3 different ingredients that it calls out that it has that this one doesn't is vitamin B and E, the honey, and bamboo. So maybe it is. Like, child, let me not get to lying. But I digress. I get questions all the time on what I do to sleep in this hair situation. All I do is what is called pineappling. It's called pineappling because you're pulling all your hair to the top so it looks like a billowing pineapple. And then to catch some of these strands that may fall at the back, I put this on to kind of capture those strands that are not long enough to fit at the top. And then my scarf is satin line, got it from Glee Made, and that is how I sleep at night. And then how I wake up in the morning, I do the reverse action of that. Pull that off, pull that off, pull that off, flop, 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 separate down the middle. When I don't do the versus battle, I typically wear my part on the left side, but because I don't want to put more product on one side than the other, I do straight down the middle, but normally I would part my hair on this side. So this is day 2. See you again tomorrow for day 3. So now we are here on day 3. Day 3 is the first day I'm actually going to see people in the real world. I mean, technically I went and got my nails done yesterday. So I saw people yesterday afternoon. But this is my day in front of people. I go into the office on Tuesday. So I'm up early to pre-film or film this portion. I'd say we've gotten a little bit of length and we got a little bit of volume. That's what I love about my wash and go. By the time it's time to get to the streets and get outside, my wash and go is doing what I want it to do. Spent some time this morning rubbing each side. Crazy Sexy Curl is definitely a bit softer. Not to say this is like, again, crispy or any kind of flakiness or anything like that. It feels really good. This just has a tinge, like a minute millimeter, a centimeter, a liter, just a small touch of amount of softness to it, which I definitely think is probably attributed to that honey, probably the bamboo, probably the vitamins as well. And I can see how this would be much, much better for much drier or I don't want to say damaged hair, but probably hair like mine that is colored and all of that, who probably could use a little bit of thirst, could use a little bit of something. But again, I do love this, but if these are going to perform the same at the end of the week, I don't see why I wouldn't go for this just for an added bit of softness. So we'll see. I might be at the end of this video switching up my wash day routine. Like, is that not crazy? I've been doing the same thing for months and months and months, but maybe I have a new thing. We'll see. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 4. So now for day 4 of said wash and go. Day 4, I'm loving it. I'm actually adoring it. Now let me lean in a bit. I say the front always loses definition first before kind of the back. The back holds on to that. The curls be curling, honey. The curls be curling. The front is probably where for the life of me I've always had the most, I don't want to say heat damage, but I probably do the most manipulation to the front. The front, it goes through the most in terms of me, but the back I just leave it alone a lot of the times, and it provides me well for leaving it alone. This side, I think they feel exactly the same today. Like, I can't say that this is any softer. I think at this point, both feel exactly the same. Both look exactly the same. Volume on both, like, there's not, I mean, on camera, no, I don't think it looks any different. Length retention wise, both are there. Again, have not put any refresher spray, have not put any products. This is every day me just waking up, taking the scarf off, and coming on camera and sharing with you guys how I'm looking. So day 4, Mousse Def side, and then the Crazy Sexy Curl side. This is what it is giving you. I will see you guys tomorrow, which will be day 5. So now coming on here for day 5, a look at day 5, leaning in, Mousse Def side, Crazy Sexy Curl side. I will say I pulled, this is out because I was pulling it this morning and I was like, oh, one piece lost definition, or it's not as defined as the rest. And I don't think this is any mark on the Mousse Def. I don't think this is like, oh, it's not holding as hard as the other side. I think this part of my hair just is the same. I think that you could find like curls on this side that too don't look like curls like this. I mean, there's levels to these curls. That's why I say I think I'm 3C, 4A in some places, because my hair is not one size fits all, and I don't think a lot of people's hair is one size fits all. But I will say, in looking in the mirror today, I was like, today's Thursday, but it's day 5 in the genre of things. I was like, is Thursday my best day? I think it has the volume that I'm really looking for. Like, it's volumized. It also has the length. Like, I don't think it's going to get any longer. And let me turn to the back too. I feel like I sleep on the back and I don't show the back as much, but you guys seeing a huge difference betwixt the two. But look at that. Look at the flow. This is day 5. See you guys tomorrow. So now for the final day, final look, day 6 with this week in my wash and go. Again, we have the Mousse Def side. Let's lean in. Let's give you guys a clear and good look. So we have a lot of definition and the underparts. The undercarriage is highly defined. The front, as per usual, this is the nature of the front of my hair, less defined but still looks good. Now we have the Crazy Sexy Curl side. Same story over here, different product, but same story. Curls in the back, very defined. We get to the front, a little less, but still the overall shape is there, the look is there. I'm loving it. So today's the last day I'm wearing this, not because I want to stop wearing it. It's because I have to. I do have a hair appointment in 2 hours that maybe I'll insert a clip from where I'm getting my silk press. It's Friday, actually, as I'm filming this. I had the day off from work. I took this day off. I needed this day off just from how crazy work has been, but also I thought, why not kill 2 birds with 1 stone? My stylist works my same hours. She's a Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5 gal, and I'm like, how does that work where you work the same hours I work? I'm getting it blown out today, but I will be entering into natural season or protective style season or natural hair season when we come back. After that, there's going to be some crochet styles. There will be braided styles. I'm thinking of doing some knotless this summer, and we'll be done with silk press season and more battle of wash and go series. Now, my final verdict is I really don't think you can go wrong with either. I will say I was in the store and I had to pick up either or, and I know what results both give. I might would reach for this just for that added quenching of thirst. It has not detangled better than the Mousse Def. It didn't condition better. It didn't define better. I think what it did provide was a little bit of moisture that, to the point of this bottle, it says it's for thirsty hair, if your hair is thirsty. So a hair like mine that is color treated. So do I think I'm done with Mousse Def? I think I might be. But again, I have many, hold please, let me, I have many a bottle of Mousse Def left. I love this stuff. This is not a game. I actually bought this. I go into a beauty supply store, and in my mind I'm like, oh, I think I'm running out of Mousse Def. I'm not running out, girl. You ain't got to do this. I don't have to pick up a Mousse Def every time I'm in a store. I need to remind myself, if I'm in a Target, I do not need to get a Mousse Def. But somehow it just gets in the buggy, and we were off to the races with it. So I will use those up. But going forward, I probably will be utilizing this. Again, right now it doesn't matter because I think both feel the exact same. But for those initial 3 days, I did feel a wee bit of softness on this side. So Crazy Sexy Curl, you doing all right by me. But again, Mousse Def, you are not going wrong if you have this in your collection either. So tell me down below, what day was your favorite day? Is it today? Is it day 6? Is it day 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? What was your favorite day? If you want to see more versus battles from me, what other products do you want me to utilize? I have many of videos where I've tried the Kinky Curly Curling Custard. I've tried the Big Papa Gel version of the Doux products. I have a lot of product reviews in my collection, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything that I have, and have that notification bell on. So again, you're notified when I post those videos. But I have a lot of videos. But if there's some other wash and go product or twist out product or braid out product or flexi rod product that I should be using, or other verses I should do I do a battle of twist outs, battle of braid outs, battle of flexi rods, perm rods, whatever the case may be, I'm all ears down below. Make sure that you are following me on Instagram at LeeLaVon89 so you can keep up with me in real time. TikTok at LeeLaVon, which is a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
I need you in the morning, but I need you now.